extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lambeau. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And some room to run now.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. And
incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. Quick toss to Knox. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Cook up the gut. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stopped them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tyler
Yo.
Outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the 44, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now Allen again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see it missed too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
First down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Alert, alert, alert!
Here's Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on Yeye Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills.
You won't be taking me to jail today?
The 2nd half is underway. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure.
There he goes, left side, past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On first down, Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Man, you know I'm not losing, man. Cut it out.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 35 yards. As his guys have opened up a...
I'm putting you in my backpack today, homie.
Bass up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Lewis. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Daquan Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 30.
Welcome to North Carolina where everything get geed.
This lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12.
Hey, that's right for letting me up out of jail the other day.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Rodgers again now. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Allen now on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26. Get 300. Get 300. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Throwing is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I think think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 2nd and 10, Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Bass on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Matt Milano in there to make...
Fuck out that nigga, man. You won't take me to jail, boy. Fuck wrong with you, man?
Both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let him.
Bruh, you see what team I'm about to play? This nigga team is 99, bro. It's offense 99, defense 99, and overall 99, bro. I'm about to play him. This is my league game.
Yeye Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready.
Slot man moves right.
Drill green. Green jack. Yellow. Cut.
Throwing to start the drive. Slater. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Slater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Bucs at 9-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing on 1st down, Slater. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. The slot man in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Here we go, set. Side 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Black Ultra.
To throw on second down. Slater, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Slater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Shot, 17. Check right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, ready?
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Working with a 2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. It's Medina. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, Slater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He finds his man complete. It's Medina. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Whoa, 10. Yellow, 1. Hey, check, nigga. Check, huh?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, go steal. Go red.
Slot man moves right. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Strike, strike. Steal, check, steal. Striker, 3-3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Strike, check, strike. Fight, 97. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Buccaneers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And cycle.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Watch out now. 50 series. Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He hits Adams complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.